Good morning everyone. Now let us have our science online lesson. Today we are going to start a new lesson, polymers, page 74 to 75. Today we will complete the first portion of this lesson. Lesson objective: to identify the properties, uses and structure of polymers. Open page 74 in your textbook. Magic material. What links the two pictures? Here you can see the two pictures. What is the common thing about these two pictures? All the pictures show things made from polythene. These two pictures shows the materials made from polythene. This one also is made from polythene, and this is also made from polythene. Polythene has many useful properties. It is strong, tough, and it is waterproof. Okay, it is an electrical insulator. Hope you remember about electrical insulator. The substances which do not conduct electricity are called electrical insulators. The polythene can be flexible too. The polythene is also flexible. These are the materials made of polythene. We see all these things in our everyday life, right? Okay. Give one use of polythene that relies on it being flexible. I have showed you like so many things are made of polythene. Can you tell me one example that shows that depends on the property that it is flexible? Can you tell me the answer? Of course, it is used for making the bags. You know that the bags you can fold the covers. It is flexible, right? So it's used for making the bags. Which properties of polythene mean it makes good shampoo containers? Which are the properties that makes it good shampoo containers? We already discussed: strong, waterproof, and it is also flexible. Explaining polythene's properties. Polythene contains atoms of two elements, carbon and hydrogen. Actually, this is the structure of polymer, especially the polythene. Don't get confused. It's not difficult. It's easy only. Okay, I'll explain. The polythene contains atoms of two elements, carbon and hydrogen. It has one carbon and two hydrogen. The atoms are joined together in long molecules. There will be long molecules. This is a repeated structure. The same thing will be repeating over 100 times. This is a long structure. It is a long chain. Each molecule is hundreds of atoms long. Each molecule will be so much, it will be too long. It will be having hundreds of atoms. It is made of a chain of identical group of atoms. It is made up of, like, see this structure. If you see the first structure, only this structure is repeating again and again, right? There will be repeating structure of the same thing. So it is made of chain of identical groups of atoms. Each group has one carbon atom and two hydrogen atoms, and each group will be having one carbon atom and two hydrogen atoms, and it will repeat n times. That means it can repeat 50 times, 100 times. There will be so many atoms in a molecule of polythene. These long chains make polythene strong and tough. Actually, this long chains is making the polythene very strong and tough. Why? First, it is very hard to break a molecule apart. We can see that it is a long chain and it is very difficult to break it apart. And second thing is that the molecules are all tangled up, so it is difficult to separate them. So we can see that it is all mixed up, so it is very difficult to separate them. That's why it is very strong and tough. Here you can see the structure I already showed. This is the structure of a polythene. Okay, it has one carbon atom and two hydrogen atom. Let me simplify it. Can you understand this structure now? It is C and 2H. I am writing it as CH2. Again, this is like the same bond. Here we can see this C and 2H, that is CH2. That means it will be a chain like this. Hope you are able to imagine this structure and made into this structure, that is CH2, CH2. This is a chain of CH2, that is polythene. CH2 like repeating so many times. Okay. Now let us imagine the three-dimensional structure, how the three-dimension will be. This is only the formula, right? Now imagine how there will be the atoms in the polythene. See, this is a structure, right? CH2. So think this is C and this is H. So CH2. Again it is combined to CH2. So this will be the three-dimensional structure. Hope you are able to imagine this one. Okay, then here you can see the N, right? N represents the number of times it is repeating. Okay, I will explain. See, this is a basic structure. Think this is a basic structure. Okay, I am combining. If it is N is equal to 2, that means I am repeating it 2 times. That means See, the structure will be like this. Then if I am repeating it 3 times, it will be 1, 2, 3. The structure will be like this. So it is a long chain of atoms. Now, how do we picture polythene molecules? Now let us make a model how we can picture it. One paper clip. Imagine a paper clip. You know the paper clip, right? Each paper clip represents CH2. Here we can see that there's CH2 and each paper clip represents the CH2. Okay, one paper clip represents a CH2 and they are combined, and they are this chain. We can see that each CH2 group, that is one carbon atom joined to 2 hydrogen atoms. This chain shows how many CH2 groups join together. We can see that the CH2 joins, each represents a CH2 and they are combined together. It represents a part of a polythene molecule. This is a part, it is just think, it is only a part of the molecule, okay? It is not the full thing. Full thing will be too long. There will be hundreds of atoms inside it. This is the 3-dimensional structure. Hope you are able to imagine this one also. This is the same thing that I showed before. This is a 3-dimensional structure. More often, the scientists picture a polythene molecule like this. This shows a part of one molecule. This is part of only one molecule. We know that there are so many molecules will be combined. This is a part of one molecule. Okay. Suggest one advantage and one disadvantage of model 1. What was, you remember the model 1, right? What was the advantage of model 1 and what was the disadvantage of model 1? The chain of paper clip shows that the group of carbon and hydrogen atoms are joined together in long chain. The paper clip helps to easily understand that representation helps to understand that it is made up of chains. But the disadvantage is that a paper clip doesn't look like a carbon or a hydrogen atom, right? So it doesn't look like that. It is only that structure will help us to only understand the basic concept. Why is model 2 better than model 1? Because it shows which atoms that are joined in the chain, right? In the model 2 it shows which atoms are joined, and in model 1 is better because it is easy to understand than the model 2. More polymers. Polythene is a polymer. Okay. Now we learned about polythene. Until now we were learning about polythene. Okay, what is a polymer? What is a polymer? A substance that has large molecules made up of atoms joined together in long chains. It is called polymer. Actually, polythene is a kind of polymer. Other than polythene, there are different kinds of other polymers. All polymers are made of very long molecules. There are thousands of polymers, each with its own properties and uses. Other type of polymers are polystyrene. It is used for making the cups and packaging. And the PVC, that is used for making the pipes and clothes. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Okay. Nylon makes clothes also. Nylon is also used for making the clothes. Polymers are everywhere. If you see around everywhere, you can see the polymers. They have revolutionized our lives since scientists first created polythene in 1933. Okay. These are the different things that we see around. All these are made of polymers. Okay, I already discussed what is a polymer. It is a substance that has large molecules made of atoms joined together in long chains. Name the 3 polymers, give a use for each one. We already discussed polystyrene. It is used for making the cups and packaging. PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, is used for making pipes and clothes. And nylon, it is used for making the clothes. Describe how your life would be without polymers. Can you imagine your life, how your life would be without polymers? It is very difficult to imagine how our life would be without polymers, which makes most of the things that we use in our daily life, like polythene bags, shampoo bottles, plastic cups, polythene covers, PVC pipes, synthetic clothing, glue, paints, and the cooking materials that we use. Most of these are made of polymers. So it will be our life would be very difficult, okay, without these polymers. Okay, I hope you understood about polymers. We can discuss the next part of this lesson next day. I have uploaded the notes along with the video. Please write the notes in the science notebook and submit it on or before 27 April, Monday, through EduNation as a personal message to your science teacher. Thank you very much.